So the other day we got all of our seed in. That's all ready to go. Yesterday I got the seed tender going. That's ready. And hopefully by the end of the day we'll have our planting tractor back. Because right now we're at about a standstill. We don't really have much to do. Then when they come out and get bring the planting tractor out, they'll grab the 620. That still needs to get worked on. But yeah, we're at a standstill right now. Hopefully that'll all get done today. We are gonna just go check fields, maybe pick a couple rocks. Then I've got some guys out there filling in washouts. So that was something that's needed to be done for a couple of years. But yeah, we'll go and do that now. This is gonna suck.
That looks like a good one.
Yeah.
I could help, but I only have one hand. You're gonna need help, I think. Another decent one here.
So we're out at our furthest west field. It's about 15 miles away from home, roughly. They're filling in some washouts. All the water runs down from the hills and all the way up there. And this one, I believe, started in 2019 when we had really bad flooding. It just washed it out about 3 feet deep and about 2 feet wide. And it's just slowly gotten worse and worse and worse. So finally I called them to come out and push it all back in, try and smooth it off a little bit. Yeah, it all runs down to the bottom over there.
We'll go check that out here after a little bit, but... So when's the last time you've been able to plant that bottom down there?
We were able to last year with how dry it was. 2018, I believe, we put in a bunch of pattern tile in that bottom, and that really helped. But even with the pattern tile in July, its moisture level's only about that far down. It stays wet pretty much all year round. So last year in the drought, that was about the best crop we had.
Because it just naturally stays.
Yep, naturally stays that wet.
So after they fix this, what can you do to maybe help prevent this in the future? Or if it's just a really bad or you get really heavy rains, is this just something you're going to have to keep doing?
Hopefully we will keep the tillage equipment out of where it runs anyway. Try and keep them out of there, especially up there where you're running along with it, so then you don't create new lines for the water to run. Down there it's not too bad, just because it'll help slow the water down. But I might have to look into some different tillage practices, see what's best for this kind of ground. I don't really know, and if it happens again, it might, you never know, it might. We'll have to just wait and see. Try different stuff.
Ooh. That looks like it's going to be about a 200 pounder, so we'll try to get this one together. Oh, look at that. What do you got there?
Just something to put the rock on so two people can pick it up.
Alright. Well, I'd love to film this, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So we weren't able to budge that rock right now, so.
Forgot to bring the spade with.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
So, can't get it out by hand. What are you gonna do now?
We'll have to bring the tractor out. Bring the tractor out or payload or one of the two.
Yeah, that's definitely not one that you want to run through the equipment, so.
Nope.
Alright, let's continue on. Probably a good sign that the water's all dried up around the tile inlet.
Yeah. Still plenty bad down there. Yeah, there's water running. Do not make a mistake. So through here, it's always really wet. But these two flakes, they show where the tile is really shallow, so we can't run the ripper or any tillage equipment through it. That's why right here it's dug, and over there it has not been. And where it's kind of brown, normally there is weeds growing. Because it's so wet. But, yeah, I think they said this tile is only about 8 inches deep here.
Oh wow, so it's really shallow.
Yeah. You can't run anything through it, otherwise you'll risk either pulling it out or breaking it. No water moving. That box is just basically be able to view the tile that runs from that lake over to that one. A few years ago, that lake was at the highest it's been in a long, long time, and there's a house over there that was about to go fully underwater. So they put this in to try and bring that level down, but it really hasn't done all that much. And now we get a big old box that we have to farm around instead of being able to farm straight through this.
Well, if you can't farm it, you can always duck hunt this one.
Last time we tried duck hunting this, we lost a bunch of chairs, fell down in the mud all day. Just not enjoyable.
Yeah, 2 years ago, my dad came out here and he thought he was going to duck hunt this without any help. And he shows up at my house at about 10 a.m. and asked me if I could go pick up decoys for him. So I came out here into this slough here, about waist deep mud, and picked up all his decoys. So.
Yeah, last time I went out here with him, I thought we were going to have to call in a helicopter.
So what do you think? This one gonna see seed this year, or is it gonna remain?
This will be the last piece of corn that gets planted. So it's definitely got time to dry up yet. I'm hoping to, because once you get it planted, you can't get back in here. There's no alleyway or nothing to get back here.
So then you're dealing with weeds and everything else?
Yep. There's no crop in it, but you still got to spray it and spend money on that. There's no return. I'll probably send Riker out there one of these days to go check that the intakes on it.
I would just at least get on his list to have it spread out there. For the fact that, a little bit of rain, it might dissolve it a little bit on the soil, but it's cold enough for volatilization. It shouldn't be a factor. And
okay.
Hopefully, by the time that's all done, you didn't hear anything on the plant tractor today?
Hopefully end of day.
Yeah. That's what they tell you to make you feel good.
Yep.
And then they said, well, we'll take the other tractor as soon as we drop it off.
Yep. So.
Yeah, well, yeah, but, yeah, that's what I do. I just tell Mitch to be like, hey, Grandma's East is ready to go. If you want to spread it, blah, blah, blah.
Their Central is telling me to put fertilizer down on one of our fields. And then, just so that Monday, if I get my planting tractor back, I can start doing a little just to get the bugs worked out of the planter.
You got them all?
Yeah. So we're back closer to home now. We've looked at bean stubble and corn stalks. Both are pretty dry, the same. Now I think we're just waiting on Titans and the ground temps to come up a little bit before we're going to start doing anything. We're on this 80 that's south of Alton, and it didn't get fully tilled last year because our tractor broke down, and then it rained a bunch and then it froze, so we just stayed out of it. I think what we're going to do this year is run through it with a Salford and then see what that looks like. If we have to do it twice, we'll just have to do it twice. Some of it got done. There's a little strip on the other side that got done, and then a little bit back there that got done. But this is just strip tilt basically. And yeah, we'll use that Salford, see what it looks like. If it looks good, then plant right into it.
Are you gonna run the Salford over the whole thing, or just the corn stalks that didn't get worked up?
Probably just do the whole thing.
Sounds good.
Do the whole thing.
We'll be back with an update of, I guess, how that turns out as you're doing it. So
it'll be a couple weeks yet, probably, before this one gets done. But
So are they fixing this one too, or?
yeah, 3 feet deep. 3, 4. Titans finally called. They're gonna bring out the 540 planting tractor, and then they're gonna take 20 up to Marshall with them. So I'm really happy that they're finally bringing that out. And then tomorrow I get to start working on the planter.